Are we ready?
Born ready. Well, not really, but yes, we are ready. So,
Long lost pals. How do you like it? How do you like it? Long lost pals. How do you like it? You like that one?
first of all, I'm shook because I had one planned all week and now I'm not going to do it because you just stole my bit. But no, wait,
You know that one?
I don't know. And it's bothering me because I feel like I should. So, what is it?
I can't even think of the fucking original. Oh, it's more, more, more. How do you like it? I mean, I couldn't let your singing career take off, and
Well,
I'm just over here
first of all, I still don't know
watching.
what I'm just tripping 'cause I still don't know what song that is.
Really?
No.
Fuck. Okay, nah, I'm gonna send it to you later. We're
Okay.
gonna listen to it.
Well,
Okay.
after this thievery commenced, welcome to Long Lost Pals, a show of segments. I am 2009 Homecoming King runner-up, Joey.
What's up, guys? I'm Karrin. I am just your average lowly Steelers fan, dreading that inherent Aaron Rodgers signing text that I don't want. It's long lost pals. We're gonna get some shit popping today. What are we doing, Joey?
Well, we're going to show us segments. We're going to start off with our first segment, which is always bottom five, where instead of listing our top five favorite things, we're doing our bottom five, so our least favorite of a category. We wanted to do something music related. We didn't want the field to be too broad, so we slimmed it down to songs from our high school careers. So from the years, we're going to date ourselves right here, this might make us look old as
Right.
shit. So from the years 2005 to 2009, we're going to rank our bottom five songs from that time period. And Corinne, it's all you.
First of all, want to say that when I was looking up the music from '05, I was like, what a fucking year. I had to like really search for shit in '05 because that banger of a fucking year. I want to start with God. I don't know how much flack I'm going to catch for any of these songs. Rodeo by Juvenile. You remember that song? It was '06. I hated that fucking song. Hated it. I don't know why. I can't give you a reason.
Cancel
Bro,
the show. Shit, you already stole my song, and then you
are you
fucking
serious?
cancel this shit. This is a all right. Continue. No, I'm not gonna go ahead.
Rodeo by Juvenile, '06. Hated it. Can't give you a reason why. Just did not like it. Lonely by Akon, 2005. No way you had that on your list. You're lying.
No, it's not on my list. I like the
Okay.
song.
What
Both of them, two
song
fantastic songs.
was so trash? And honestly, the more that I was like looking through that era, I was like, wow, I must have just not liked Akon because there was a lot that I was like, didn't like this one either. Didn't like that song. It's the fucking hook annoying as fuck. And then the fucking whole song is about him treating this girl like shit. And then he's like, I'm lonely that she left me. Motherfucker, you fucking deserve to be like, what the fuck? Okay. Number three, Some Cut by Trillville. Do you know that song?
Yes.
The beat, that is the beat that they will play in hell for my hell. Honestly, the song outside of that, the lyrics are cool, like the vibe. That fucking beat drives me nuts. Hated it. What You Say by Jason Derulo, 2009. Hated that fucking song. Honestly, I feel like I was okay with it until it just got played the fuck out. Every time I turned on the radio, what? I was like, oh, please turn this shit off. Got sick of it. Also, Jason Derulo. Anyways, last one. Do you remember that song Down by Jay Sean, 2009? Baby, are you down, 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 down? My ex had that as her ringtone.
Mm.
That song triggers the fuck out. The same ex stole that movie from me 2 times. The same
She
girl
ain't shit.
triggered by that song. It was her ringtone every time that I was hanging out with her. Even if this guy, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, that song is very triggering for me. Any comments?
I hate that list. Like I literally hate it. Rodeo is like like one of my songs I never skip. Like it's such a fantastic song.
Oh,
And
I fucking hated
some
that
some
song.
cut, like I get it, but yeah, didn't Akon. I don't haven't heard the lyrics in a million years, so maybe I could see where you're coming from. I love Jason Derulo. Not my favorite song by Jason Derulo. I love it,
That's
And I'll give you a
hilarious.
pass on Jay Sean because the triggering aspect. But no, I legitimately, I think I liked every single song you said. And that's why
That's
this list is interesting because music is the most subjective shit in the world. Like everybody's got their own taste. Um, but no more notes, just awful list. We couldn't be less aligned on this shit.
that's so fucking
I'm
crazy.
really annoyed at you right now. I just want to
All
cancel the
right.
whole, not even this
All right,
episode. I want
hold
to cancel
on.
the
Let me
show.
hear yours. Let me hear
The
yours.
show's over with. I hope you enjoyed the 3 episodes we had because this bullshit's over. All right. I'm gonna start with number five. So number five. Oh, by the way, real quick, I wanted to point out the fact that I try to choose songs that are objectively trash. I know music's subjective, but like not songs that like someone was trying something different, like just is not my type of thing. I try to pick songs that actually just blew. And number five for me is the only song on my list that I kind of liked at some point, but the older I got, the more I realized how hot garbage it was. 2007, This Is Why I'm Hot by Mims. So the first line he says on that song, besides that trash ass chorus where he literally only says like 3 words, is he says, "This is why I'm hot. I don't gotta rap. I can sell a mill saying nothing on a track. Bitch, I wish you wouldn't have rap because them trash ass bars, you got that whole goddamn song are awful. And if you think that beat was good enough to get you a mill, I mean, I guess it was because it made it big. That beat is ass. I don't know how to make beats, but I feel like that one must have been easy as shit. And I'm not impressed. Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot, number five. The next two are triggering for me in a way because we both look at Billboard Top 100 to kind of remember what songs were in that time period. The next two songs were number one songs, and neither of them deserve to be. So, number four, I'm going Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas in 2009. So, Where is the Love by Black Eyed Peas? Fantastic song. Fantastic. Justin Timberlake on the hook. They should have just made that song and never made any more music after that bullshit because they peaked way too early. The thing about Boom Boom Pow, there's not a single situation where I'd ever want to throw this shit on. I'm not gonna listen to that bullshit at the gym. I don't want to hear it when I'm at the bar, at the club. Don't want to listen to that shit at the car. In my free time hanging around the house, I don't want to listen to that shit. It's a fucking awful song. There's no time period where I want to listen to it. And it was the number one song on the Billboard charts. Wasn't even the best song they had that year. I Got a Feeling was number four that year, and that's by far a favorite song. But I would gladly trade that in and never hear it again if I could just get rid of the rest of their catalog besides Where Is the Love.
You know
Um,
what's so crazy is that I looked up Where is the Love to put on this list,
yeah, all right.
but it did not
Wait,
make the it didn't make the year.
yeah, shit, I wish it would have. It would have been top five songs of all time. Number three, this is a song that I always hated, literally always hated, and I never understood the fascination. It was 2007. It came out, but it was number one in 2008. Low by Flo Rida and T-Pain. So first of all, Flo Rida does not make a good song ever. He never makes a good song. There's one good song. It's "Be on You" with Neo on it. One of the main reasons the song pissed me off is because T-Pain was batting 1,000 at this time period. That
Yeah,
year
it was.
alone, he had, let me get this straight. He had Kiss Kiss, Got Money,
Banger,
I Can't Believe
banger,
It, his own song, Cyclone,
banger.
Good Life, The Boss, She Got It by Two Pistols. All those songs are on top 100 charts. And number one is this bullshit. In the lyrics, they say apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, and then they say baggy sweatpants, Reeboks with the straps. Those are two trash ass outfits. And never would I look at some girl wearing either of those and be like, oh man, let me watch her with these weak ass dance moves. That song sucks. Number two, 2005, Switch by Will Smith. So once Will Smith hit that line in Fresh Prince when he had the episode, "Why He Don't Want Me, Man," he should have just known all he had to do was act from here on out. Because when it comes to his music, I'm like Will's dad. I don't want you. I want you to leave that shit behind. I never want you to drop any more music. When it comes to movies, I'm like Uncle Phil. Like, I love you. I'm here for you, Will. Keep making movies. That song is so bad. I think it was a dance song, but it's so trash that nobody knows what the dance is. I've never seen anybody doing the switch in the wild. By this time, he'd already done Independence Day, Bad Boys 1 and 2, Men in Black 1 and 2, Bagger Vance, Enemy of the State, I, Robot, Shark Tale, and Hitch also came out that year. All those movies, Ali as well. And you're still trying to make music, bro. Nobody's asking for that shit. Nobody wants those nursery rhyme ass bars that you had back in the 80s and 90s. Like, turn that shit in. Last one, number one. So I had a soft spot in my heart for dancing songs, right? As a young man and an older man who struggles with rhythm, it's just, part of who I am, part of the skin tone. I like dancing songs. Gave your boy a little direction, a little Laffy Taffy, a little lean with the rock with it. I'm with it. The only dance song that sucks is my number one, and it's Chicken Noodle Soup. It came out in 2006 by DJ Webstar and Young B. So the lyrics make no sense. Let it rain, clear it out. Don't get it. Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side is not a combo that people eat or enjoy. The dance is too difficult for me, so I don't like that aspect of it either. It's an awful song. In the video, the whole theme is it's like a heat wave outside, and this kid's in the kitchen eating chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup's also a bottom five soup, but we're not getting into that right now. That's a different story for a different day. But who the fuck eats chicken noodle soup in a heat wave? I don't get it. I don't like it. Awful song. Bottom five complete.
First of all, loved the song. You're just mad that you couldn't do the dance. I first heard the song and was perplexed, but then I learned the dance, and you know what? It lets me do this cool dance. I'm gonna fucking do it. The Mims song, I like This Is Why I'm Hot. So it was simple as fuck though. He's not the greatest rapper,
Or
uh,
beat maker,
whoever
producer,
made
whatever
it,
you want to call beat maker.
but I like the song. This is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
It got the job done. And don't even get me started on Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, boom boom pow. I 100% agree with that. I honestly, Fergie solo, best thing she could have ever done.
London Bridge was almost on my list, and I listened to it yesterday to see if it held up, and it was a banger. So I took it off because at first
Bro,
the chorus was trash. I was like, "This doesn't make any sense," but the song actually it fucking rules. So,
literally all day today, I've been listening to hits from 2006 and been jamming. London Bridge was on there.
so last thing I wanted to say, and then we need to transition because this is taking a while. Is the way you talked about 2005? It was the same way with 2008. Like 2008 had banger after banger after banger. Like 2009, I was hoping because I have happy memories. We graduated high school. I'm like, oh, 2009, some of the best times of my life. Songs were trash that year,
Yeah, they were.
super
They were.
trash. Okay, so now we're gonna get into throw the beef back on the grill. This is a chance for us to, instead of forgive people, unforgive them or bring up beef from the past that they might not know we have with them. My person that I am throwing beef back on the grill with is a person that probably doesn't know I exist, but we had an awful encounter back in about 2016. So 2016, I was playing intramural, or not intramural, we're not in college anymore. At least I shouldn't have been in college anymore. 2016, I was playing flag football. Why am I, what's the word? Not I'm about to say bilingual. Men and women, what's it called? Good Lord. Why
Oh,
can't
go
co-ed?
ahead.
Jesus Christ. I was playing co-ed flag football, doing a lot of that. Good way to meet friends, good way to get the competitive juices going, but it's not too douchey. So I'm
Mhm.
running a route across the middle, right? And I run smack dab into this woman that couldn't have been more than 5'1", and my nose just crunches on the back of her head. And I just feel it instantly, just, oh yeah, baby, that's done for. And
Oh,
the beauty of the whole thing is not only did I break my nose, I also concussed myself. So I went over the sideline, I threw up. My nose is bleeding right here. And this dude's like, hey, you want me to put it back in place? I'm like, no, bitch, I don't know who you are. I don't want you to put my nose back in place. And fun fact, Karrin, my nose is not displaced. It was just fractured. So my nose just looks like that, bitch. It's not displaced. It actually looks just fine. So I don't know if I'm an Owen Wilson looking bitch, but this woman concussed me, broke my nose, but this was on the tail end of me getting my wisdom teeth pulled. So my mouth already hurt, then my nose, then my head. So this whole week, I was in so much pain. I was the most hideous creature to ever touch the planet. I took a picture of myself. I don't know what happened to it. Sometimes when I switched my phone, at some point, it was lost in the archives. I looked like Quasimodo. I had the two black eyes. My nose was wide as shit, and widest. And oh my God, it was just the worst. I had to go back to the place that pulled my wisdom teeth. I was like looking like Tyrone Biggums in that bitch. I was like, one of those pills. And I don't like to take medicine. The DARE program worked on your boy. I don't like to take it, but I literally went back up there, asked for more painkillers. And thank God he gave me some because I didn't think I was going to make it. So, small woman, wide in the middle of the field. I don't know if you were playing good coverage or you were lost or whatever the hell you were doing. You don't know who I am. You'll never see this, but just know I hope you at least had a little bit of a headache or some kind of slight injury from that encounter because it messed me up for days.
so let me get this straight. Your beef is with somebody that you ran into.
I was running a route, Karrin. Okay, so she shouldn't have been there. Probably low key, probably pass interference. Low key. I'm saying. I'm saying.
Did
So
you
yeah,
get the
throw the
flag?
flag. But you know the co-ed intramural refs. Hey, guys, keep on
All right,
intramurals.
bro. Couple years ago, I was at the gym doing whatever it is that I was doing at the gym. This man walked into the gym. That's exactly what I was doing. Boom. It was probably like 300 pounds on the bar, right? Bow. I'm knocking them. Bow. I'm on like number 15 with the 300 on the bar.
Not even struggling.
This man walked into the gym and walked past me. And the aroma that did this, sir, how do you walk into the gym musty? How, he wasn't like sweating from running outside. He walked in and got on the treadmill. So you mean to tell me that on this 50-degree day, which it is for 9 months out of the year here, you're musty coming into the absolutely not. He assaulted my nostrils, and I can like I was like, that's what I gasped when he walked by.
Ass,
Never.
armpits, or balls? Which one?
It was pits, bro. It was
Okay.
pits. This
So it smells like
was
chili.
this was a pit smell. Sir, you just don't have deodorant on. That's unforgivable because there's no way that you should be musty walking around in 50-degree weather. That's who my fucking beef is with. And I think that I saw him one other time in the gym after that. And as soon as he walked in, oh, look at that. I'm done working out. And I got my things and I left because I wasn't dealing with it.
Poor guy. Maybe he's a hippie. I feel like there's like a lot out west. There's a lot of people who don't wear deodorant by choice, but
I don't give a fuck.
yeah, he doesn't either. Clearly, clearly, you do. It sounds like, but yeah, get you some Old Spice, brother. All right. So sorry about your musty encounter, but did you ever notice? Like first time I ever encountered BO, I was a child, and I told this one lady that I didn't tell her. I told my mom that this lady smelled like chili. It was a girl who was married to my cousin at the time. So BO smells like chili. If you haven't checked it, next time that boy comes in the gym, ask for a whiff and see if you want to like. It reminds you of your days working at Wendy's. All right. Our next segment is we're going to get into is our boomer moment of the week. It's just a chance for us to scream at the good Lord, for us to scream at the clouds and complain about something that pissed us off. Karrin, you have the floor. What is your boomer moment of the week?
All right, I know I've complained about streaming services, which honestly I could complain about streaming services for like ever. But recently I was like watching a trailer of something, and at the end of the trailer, I was like, is this a series or a movie? And I feel like I've had that thought like 5 or 6 times where it's like they just give you this trailer dropping this date. Okay, should I be expecting 8 episodes or am I going into this and it's gonna be over in an hour and a half? Sometimes the fucking the captions at the fucking what's it fucking called? The goddamn shit. The summary
Yeah.
still doesn't even. I'm like, is it a series or a movie, guys? I need to explicitly know this information going in. They don't do it. It pisses me the fuck off. It's probably just because I'm old. I guess everybody just loves going into shit blind. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
You're not spontaneous, pal.
I guess I like to know what I'm going into before I start
Live
a
your life
show
on
or
the
a
edge.
fucking movie.
Don't wear deodorant.
All right, what you got this week?
Mine is very specific. I guess it could fall under the larger umbrella of false advertising. So my oldest daughter has this thing. It's called a Tony box. It's kind of a cool thing. It's for kids. So what they give you get little figurines. You put them on this little box. It's plugged into the wall. And if it's like she has one's Cookie Monster, for example, Cookie Monster will like sing like 3 or 4 songs, and like there's like sometimes they read stories and shit. So they just have like different characters, right? So she's got like Peppa Pig, she's got Cookie Monster, she's got doesn't matter, that's not important. She's got a few, right? Nemo. So I told you she's big in the Lion King now, right? So we'd say she got a gift card for her birthday. I don't know who gives a 2-year-old a gift card, but it's actually a great idea. So when people come to kids' birthday parties, you get like 8 of the same shit. So it was a great idea. So we take her to talk. We're like, hey, you want one of these? She's like, lion. Like she wanted the symbol one, right? And I'm like, dope. We talked about the soundtrack like a week ago. I looked at the back. Oh, sick. It's got The Circle of Life. It's got Hakuna Matata. It's got Can't Wait to Be King. And no, it doesn't.
Bangers.
Be Prepared. Didn't have that shit because it sucks. Had Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And it had like a little story. And then I was like, sick. Let's buy this. She loves these songs. We listen to it on repeat. She can listen to it when she goes to bed.
Yeah.
So we go upstairs. She's ready to listen to this shit. It's about nap time. We plug that bitch in. So it starts off Circle of Life, you know. I'm not gonna like try to do the initial noises that they make because it might sound very racist, and I don't want to do that. So I'm not gonna do that. But something about Circle of Life sound a little off, right? I'm like, it doesn't sound
Right.
right. Then we get to the next song, and it's Hakuna Matata. I'm like, this shit really doesn't sound right. So I'm like, maybe it's like the live act. I never watched the live action movie. I'm like, maybe it's like Seth Rogen and shit singing this. Maybe. And then we get to Just Can't Wait to Be King. It is a middle-aged woman singing this shit. It is not Jason Weaver, aka Marcus Henderson from Smart Guy. Did you know he sings that song? Did you know
Didn't
that?
know.
Yeah, he's the one that sings Just Can't Wait to Be King. John Taylor Thomas couldn't sing, I guess. So he
Wow.
sings that song. Bitch, it's not like I didn't buy this to hear random people's rendition of this shit. This isn't like karaoke Lion King songs. Like this is literally, it doesn't even sound like the original version. I'm telling you, it's like a 37-year-old woman singing this shit. Doesn't sound anything like it. And I'm like looking at my daughter. She just looks kind of confused. You know, she's like 2 years old. And I was like, oh, it's cool, right? Like you like it? And then she's like, later she's like, I like it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So she doesn't realize that this is a bunch of bullshit. This Timu version of the Lion King soundtrack that shit had me so hot because at the end they read a story and it's got actual clips from the movie. So I'm like, can't be a copyright fucking thing because it has the lines from the movie. So why can't we have the real songs? I don't want to hear random folks singing on this. I could have recorded that shit myself. That is Bum Boomer Moment of the Week.
First of all, she absolutely did notice it, and that's why she was like,
You look confused.
but she was like, you know what? It's a gift. I'm gonna let it rock. But she was absolutely like, what is this fake ass Lion King soundtrack you got me listening to,
It had
Dad?
me so hot, man. Like, at least make it similar shit. That's like, god damn.
This kids bop ass version of Lion
That's
King.
exactly what I was gonna say. It is like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Like this, at least have another kid sing it. Like,
Right? Like grown
middle-aged
woman.
woman. Jesus, like what? I know like middle-aged women voice cartoons sometimes, like Tommy Pickles and shit, I think is a woman, and like Chucky Finster, I think, and like Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
You could tell this was a woman.
That's
Like, come on, man. Um, now we're
is it
moving to quick news where we tackle 4 current event topics from the week. And our first quick news topic that we are going to cover is your friends in the White House, your boys,
bro?
administration. Oh, sorry. Not
Not my fucking guy.
so your guys. They had a group text and they included a journalist from the Atlantic accidentally. And I don't want to steal your thunder, so I'll let you get into exactly what your boys messed up on.
These fucking idiots are texting strike plans about they're about to do a military strike on fucking Yemen and snitched on themselves and added a journalist. Like they didn't just add like, oh my bad, I accidentally added my cousin to you added a journalist, the one fucking person who could amplify this to 1,000% maximum. And it's been a fucking shit show since. Pete Hegseth has come out and been like, there's a lie. I don't know how you got that group chat. That shit didn't even like they are he is literally lying that it didn't even happen. Everybody else in the team, like they just have no game plan for the fallout when shit like this happens because Pete Hegseth is saying it didn't even happen. Everybody else is like, yes, it did happen. We have confirmed from 15 other sources. We're investigating it. You know, that's the thing that they always do. We're looking into this. We're investigating it. You know what? Investigation closed. You guys are fucking morons. You shouldn't have been texting on an encrypted app about war plans. That's the fucking end of the shit. Do you have any comments or can I ask you about The Bachelor?
You can't ask me about The Bachelor, but first, just 2 things. The funniest part about that shit is like Mike Walls, I think is his name. He in his messages he put emojis. He had like the clench fist emoji. He had the American flag and a flame emoji. I'm like, bitch, what are you, a 13-year-old teeny bopper?
Shut
Yeah, had supposedly had emojis in it, and then on top of that, I guess he had talked earlier. They interviewed him. He was like, "Yeah, we talked to Elon to get to the bottom of this to see what could be happening." I'm like, "All right, dog. Like,
Oh, brother.
what happened is y'all are idiots, and it's amateur hour, which we all
That's
expected.
it.
If you had a
That's it.
brain, you expected this shit to happen."
No.
Go ahead, carry on.
Okay. The Bachelor, that's your favorite show. Number one fan. You watch it every night. Love that for
It's
you.
weekly
Was it
programming.
the finale was this week, last week? Who
This
won?
week it was Monday. I finished it yesterday. It's 3 hours, too long. Got kids. I can't watch 3 hours. Yeah,
They had a 3 hour
3 hour
long.
finale.
Oh no,
Is it like interview him and shit? It's like the episode they interview him
you're
and shit.
way too invested for me, sir.
Hey, it was a 2 day finale for your boy. Um, so just my initial thoughts. So I loved Grant as the Bachelor. I don't watch. So you should know it's weekly programming, only on Monday. So I don't watch it every day because that would be impossible unless I rewatched it. Grant, great Bachelor. I don't watch every season, but this is a guy I was like, he's going about this process the right way. So my big thing was this: the finalists were this girl named Latia and this girl named Juliana.
Period.
Latia, big thing that they just kept glazing over is she's Mormon. So Grant, in fact, not Mormon, right? And I don't know shit about being Mormon. All my knowledge of, I don't know, is it Mormonism? My knowledge of that is the Book of Mormon, and there's like a reality show called The Secret Life of Mormon Wives, I think it is.
Watched it.
Is that what it's called? I've only seen clips. That's my knowledge of being Mormon, right? So I don't know a lot, but I know it's not like a religion you can just bullshit your way through. It's not like I was Catholic growing up technically, but I never went to church. Right? It's not like you could be like, oh, I'm Catholic, you're Methodist, we could be together. She is Mormon. And he's just like, yeah, she's like really into her faith, but so am I. I'm like, it's not the same shit. Like, this is going to change your life in the biggest way. And she made it to the final two. They talked about that shit one time, never brought it up with like his parents. And I'm just like, dog, why is she still here? Like, this is like, first of all, she didn't tell them for like the first three-fourths of the season. I'm like, this is kind of a big deal. This is kind of a huge commitment. I feel like you can't just half-ass.
Mm-mm.
Is it Mormonism? Can I say Mormonism? I don't know if I think it is.
No, that's
I was going to
appropriate.
research that and Google it before, but I forgot. So he didn't pick her, thankfully. People were upset that he didn't pick her. In the finale, they were like grilling him. I guess he led her on. And I think he's just a certified lover boy, not the shitty Drake kind, but like the kind where he was like saying the stuff he felt in the moment and he had to walk some of that shit back, which is unfortunate. Overall, I think Grant's a great guy. Glad he picked Juliana because they would have been broken up before, like, they would have been broken up by the finale happened. He would have like gone home, researched Mormonism more, and be like, oh shit, this is not going to work. And I would have been like, no shit, Grant. So he made the right choice. He seems happy. Good for the happy couple. I'm proud of them. Next topic. We are going to move on to bad couple of weeks to be a company with a number in your name. Because first, Forever 21, now 23 and Me, 7-Eleven better watch out. They might be. So 23 and Me just filed for bankruptcy, and people are stressed. Why are people stressed, Karrin?
People are stressed because 23andMe does not have strict privacy laws. On top of people's data, there was a really bad data leak in 2023 already, which is probably why they're now filing for bankruptcy. They never recovered. I think it was like a $15 million lawsuit that came out of that. Honestly, when I first heard of like 23andMe, I was like, this is a red flag. Like, you want me to give you my DNA? And then it's like, they do have some privacy laws, like the cops can't access your shit without like a warrant or a subpoena, but it's like, yeah, the cops always follow the fucking law. Get the fuck out of here. Not only that, but
Hey, Blue Lives
let's
Matter.
see. Do you want to get canceled this episode?
No, this is the last one. Might as well. Shit, remember, I'm not doing it with you anymore.
Okay, let's say your sister committed fraud and left her DNA at the scene. So if you put your shit into 23andMe and they subpoena her or they have her DNA, they can still match it to you because familial DNA. So you don't have to directly commit a crime or get subpoenaed. Your family could do that and they could get to her through you.
Well,
But anyways, that's why they're going bankrupt.
I'm glad I never used it, but I did see the one thing is like they could like potentially sell, and if they sell, the person gets the person they, or not the person, but whoever buys it gets
They
all
have
the access to all of it. So even if there is privacy laws right now, them shits can be reversed or something like that.
they are encouraging people to not they like 23andMe isn't doing this, but everybody else is encouraging people to delete their information off there because you can do that. So if you
Look,
did do that shit, you can 100% say remove my shit from your database or whatever the fuck.
you already have your numbers. You're 75%.
Right.
If you're white, you're 75% Swedish, 15%
Right.
German, 10%
Right.
Scottish. It's all the same shit anyway.
um okay, so March Madness is still going on. Let's check back in with you. I know that U of H is still left. I know that Duke is still left. Auburn, woo, War Eagle. Yeah. Let's go. Baylor,
Like,
the Gators, Tech. So are you still rooting for like the Texas teams or
well, UT, my hot damn hook'em horns, lost that game that we were recording during last week. So they lost. They didn't technically make it in. The women are still going strong. So the women are in the
okay,
Sweet 16.
okay.
So right now, yeah, my brackets, I'm at like, I do like the Yahoo brackets or whatever. And right now, my men's bracket, I'm in 352,694th place out of 629,399 members. In my women's bracket, I'm in 66,571st place out of 126,379 people.
So
I will say,
you're in the
I'm
mid
midway. I'm
range.
like 50% in each of them. But I will say, in my women's bracket, everybody I picked for the Elite Eight are still alive. In my men's, 5 out of 8. St. John's and UConn really fudged me, kind of messed up my bracket. I had St. John's going to the finals. Uh, I made a mistake last week. I was tired. We filmed this way too late for me. But I said at first, I said Cooper Flag is going to be the first white #1 pick in however long, and I just started saying first round pick. There's been white American first round picks since 1977, but the first overall, the Great White Hope for a lot of you folks. He's still his team's still kicking.
Okay,
Still the team I picked.
we got White Hope and Blue Lives Matter. You're looking to get
I
canceled
said
right.
other people. That's not what I said. So first of all, with that, you know what the longest yard last thing. We got to move on. We're about to get kicked off.
Yeah, wrap it up, wrap it up.
One thing, last thing I thought about, I was like, people watching him. You remember in Longest Yard when Stone Cold runs ball? That's how a white man runs the football. I bet you every time Cooper Flag dunks, there's like a shitload of MAGA folks are. That's how a white man dunks the basketball. That is quick news. So now we're going to move on to our recommendation, which we've got to do quick, which is fine because they shouldn't be that long anyway. My recommendation for this week is Kind of Pregnant. The movie on Netflix stars Amy Schumer. The funniest shit I've seen in a long time. I'm serious. No, it's hilarious. Like I can't think of like the last comedy I truly enjoyed that was new. Kind of Pregnant. It's hilarious. It got 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, but as we learned earlier from the Billboard 100 charts, people don't know what the hell they're talking about. That movie ruled. That shit was hilarious. 95% on Joey's Tomatoes. And what you got?
My recommendation this week is I wanted to let everybody in on my ritual for Wednesdays, which is Edible Wednesday. As you now know,
I thought you were gonna dump your face in some water, rub bananas on
it's
your face.
my with my midweek treat to myself, and I think that everybody's lives would be better if on Wednesday they said, you know what, I'm halfway through the week, let me treat myself, have that glass of wine, sis, pop that edible, smoke that J, do a little Molly. Maybe don't do a little Molly. That kind of carries over into Thursday a little bit. But treat yourself on Wednesday. Take your fucking, that's just my midweek. It just helps me get to Friday. You know what I mean? That's all I recommend for everybody.
Only if it's legal, boys and girls, because only you.
Hey, I'm in Seattle, baby. It's legal up here.
Yeah, listen to the DARE program unless it's legal. I almost said only you can prevent forest fires. I have shit to do with this, but shout out Smokey the Bear. That's all, folks. Beep beep. We're gonna end the show how we always do with a famous quote
Oh,
from a historian. Uh, and that goes,
historian.
yeah, a historian with terrible music taste. And we're gonna say, stay fly, boys and girls. Peace. We're Audi 3000, which I don't think is an expression, but maybe it is.